Hey guys, happy Monday! Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It feels like forever with a weekend in between. Uh, hey, I'm glad you guys are here. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits, and I'm here every weeknight at 9:30 p.m. Central. So thanks so much for joining me tonight. So we during the evenings here, we work on a project together and we relax and craft and chill out. So thanks for joining me. We are working on a project from the Wise Craft Quilt book. We are working on the hand stitched project there. It is English paper pieced. And we are probably about halfway done with it. So here is where we're at. So we did the center area. I have the little template sheet and we've done this area. I kind of colored it in how I thought would be fun, and we are going to move on to these leaves today. And I think I might focus on a quadrant, like a one corner up here. Instead of just doing all the greens, I might focus on this whole area just so I can see what the gray will look like as well. So there is info about this project and links to it in the post here, so you can check that out. And I hope you checked out my video today. I released a new video that I put on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm getting a ton of comments from you guys on it. It is for my Penguin and Fish embroidery supplies bundle. I'm gonna do a sale for that, and I'm trying to figure out what to put in it, and you guys are giving me like really good comments. So thank you so much, and there'll be a new video tomorrow, and you can sign up on at my newsletter below and get an email for that. So awesome, guys, let's get stitching. We are going to work on this guy some more. We've taken out a lot of the pieces, but the ones that are not surrounded yet, so these are all surrounded by other pieces, right? The ones that aren't surrounded, we will be waiting until they're surrounded too. Oh, you saw the video, awesome. Thanks for letting me know, guys. I appreciate that. And yeah, your comments have been so good. I've had an idea of kind of what I wanted to put in the supplies bundle, but I adjusted things and I've added things since your comments today, so I appreciate it so much. And stay tuned for tomorrow's video and tomorrow's email. So awesome, guys, thanks for joining me again. I'm gonna flip you around. All right, there is Zeb and my piles of kind of teals and greens and grays, and that is what we're doing next. Oh, good. It's kind of my first non-live video in a really long time, so man, it's different. It's different doing a real video versus live. Oh, good, you learned something. That's awesome, Bonnie. Awesome. All right, here we are. Ooh, I think this is my top, so I'll put that there. I would just have the flower so it's going upright. So next up, I want to kind of test out these kind of teal and blue shapes. I think what I might try is making all these center ones more green color. So I have a couple greens here, and I think I might make these outer ones more teal. So see, I kind of have these blues and teals. So I think that's kind of my plan. So we'll see how that goes tonight. We'll make a set of each. Or we'll make a set of the teal, 2 teals and a green, and see if we like it. If we're kind of meh about it, then we'll try something else. But that's the plan tonight. So to start out, I'm gonna prep those pieces again, and I do that by just punching a little hole in there. And you don't have to do this. I just feel like it makes it super easy to pop the pieces out when we're done. So when we're all finished, like once a piece is surrounded, so like this piece is surrounded by all these other pieces, this piece is surrounded by all these, so all the seams are sewn. Once they're sewn, and this is optional, you can leave the papers in, but once they're sewn, you can take the papers out. I'm not gonna take this out, but why I have the hole there is because then I can stick the needle in there and pop it right out, and it will come out easier versus opening the seams up and trying to dig around in there. So I love punching a hole into my templates there. So we got these ones ready to go. I'm gonna put this to the side for a moment while we prep our pieces. So I'm gonna pick one green. I really like this green. I want that one in for sure because it has some blue too. And let's pick a couple blues. I think, why don't we take that guy? He's on top, and then, ooh, let's put a kitty in. So here we got, we'll try the two teals with the green in the middle and see how that goes tonight. All right. I don't think I'm going to press this one. It looks pretty flat. So I'm going to take my sew line. This is, ooh, geez, it's hard to take off. It's just like a little mini glue stick, but you can use any like children's kind of glue stick. This works perfectly fine too, like an Elmer's glue or whatever you have, just a water soluble glue. That's, you know, not a super permanent, just like a nice gentle glue. And that's what this is. So I'm gonna put a little dab on it, just a tiny bit, and I'm gonna place it on here. So I need to leave like a, you know, a little bit more than a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So about like that. And I'm gonna trim it out. This does not have to be perfect. You could measure all this if you wanted to, but there's really no reason. I'm just really quickly, there we go. Even, you know, if it's not straight, totally fine. All right, so there's our green one. Let's get our other guys. So this one, I don't think I need to press it either. It's pretty flat. So I'm putting it onto the back of the fabric. So that's the front. That's the part that we'll see later. So I'm making sure that I'm flipping it. So I'm gluing on the back. I don't want to accidentally glue to the front. Wouldn't be the end of the world, but you know, not what I want. All right, let's cut him out. Nice and quick. You know, even this is fine, that big curve there. Okay, one more, and then we'll get the edges on. Oh, so now this one has the pile of kitties on. Okay, this one I think I am gonna press. So let's just jump over to the ironing board over here. Zoop, got the book hanging out here. So I'm gonna just give that a quick little press. You can say hi to Zeb. So I was able to get Zeb a friend over the weekend, and it's gonna be coming in the mail, but I got a little Phil character to go with my Zeb from Fish Museum and Circus. But isn't he cute? He's gonna have a friend soon. I'm so excited. I had to sit by the computer, and when the time, when she said what the time was going to be, and sit there and hit the button right when it was available. You're having a bit of trouble not sewing through the paper piece. Oh yeah, that's okay, Gretchen. Sometimes with the glue basting, you know, we're gonna glue the edge down like this, and sometimes with the glue you can get it so tight on the edge that you will kind of nick the papers. I wouldn't worry about that at all. All right, so in theory here, I want to get as much blue in as possible because I am going for this whole blue look. I'm thinking maybe right there will do it. I don't want to blatantly have any characters in. Maybe up here is wasting less fabric. I think I'll go right like that. We'll have a little bit of a face in there in the yarn. Okay, so flipping it to the back. Yeah, I think right there. I need a good enough seam allowance as well. Oh, you just ordered the English paper piecing templates. Awesome. So you guys, these are templates. They came in all together, like all the templates that you need for this project, and they do have some available yet. So I have the link in this post if you're interested in ordering some. They come in a little pack like this. But it has it has all the templates to size for this entire project. All right, snipping him out. I like this kitty's fabric. All right, I do want this overall to feel more teal, and that's why I thought I'd limit the green to just the center pieces, and then maybe the teal will be a little bit better. So, okay, get him in there. He can watch us. All right, so next up I am going to baste the edges down, and I'm gonna do that with the glue. So I'm gonna sit down. Here we go. So I'll go through all of these. All right. So I'm putting a little bit of glue on the paper and then folding my edge over the paper and then extending that fold, finger pressing it all the way to the edge. And then we're just gonna go all the way around and do the same. Oh, and sorry, I didn't get the video for Fridays. So we finished stitching all of our kind of like petals on Friday, but I couldn't get the video to work. So if you did want to watch the replay, you can watch it on the Facebook page. It just won't be on the YouTube page. So if you've been watching these videos, the video replays on YouTube, there won't be one of Fridays, unfortunately, but I got it up and running again today. So this video will for sure be up on YouTube, pending no crazy happens between now and the time we're done. Oh, you're hooked on English paper piecing, Tamara. That's awesome. Oh gosh, yeah, this is one of the most relaxing crafts to just chill and watch TV with. That is for sure. It's one of those where you don't have to think too much, you don't have to make too many decisions, and it's just this nice little close-up handwork. I really enjoy it too. And we've been glue basting. You can thread baste these as well. I did that in an earlier video. That's really relaxing too. Like if you didn't want to, if you're worried about glue or you don't want to deal with having, you know, open glue out everywhere, then thread basting is totally a way to go and completely equally as relaxing. There we go. That feels teal. Weird little tails and weird little feet popping in there. It's silly, but I didn't really want an animal. Most of my fabric, I'm using all scraps from my different fabric lines, and most of my fabric has cute little animals in, and I wanted to avoid having animals in this piece because I didn't want your eye to go like right to a character, which I thought it would if I focused on putting animals in. So I've been avoiding it. You know, a little difficult, but you know, I think at first glance your eyes wouldn't go to this over anything else. And that's what I'm going for. Thanks, Bonnie. I'm super excited about getting these blues and greens in with our bright pinky oranges. I think it's just gonna really make the whole thing pop. So I'm pretty excited. And then for the background, well, what I'm calling the background, the extra little pieces, like those little squares and those extra little pentagon chrysanthemum pieces, I'm gonna do those in gray. So I'm hoping that's kind of like a little background. When do I get Phil? Bonnie is asking. Well, whenever it's mailed out to me, I suppose. So it will hopefully come, gosh, I hope by next week. Who knows, though? It'll probably take a couple days to mail and then a couple other days. It's coming from New York. Carla, I don't actually have any new lines coming out in 2018. I'm not actually doing another fabric line with my same place, so there will be no more fabric design for a little while here. So I am going to do a sale at some point, hopefully before the end of the year, of all of my current fabrics, though. I've done like, I don't know, 10 or 11 collections, and I just went through all my remaining fabric and realized I had a whole lot more than I thought. So I'm going to be doing a sale of the fabric from all the various collections as yardage. So I'll be selling off all my yardage basically because I need more space. I need more space for more fabrics and more crafting little areas. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know when I'll be doing that for sure. And it might be like a mix grab bag type style. I'm not positive yet. Maybe I'll send an email out. You know, you guys can let me know how you would prefer fabric, like as yardage or cut up as little bundles or whatever, and then maybe I'll work on that. But I'm hoping to do that before the end of the year. But you know how it goes. Life, happens, and then all of a sudden it's 2 months later. All right. I think we are good enough there. Let's close up the glue. All right, let's give this a little test now. All right, Zeb, out of here. All right. So I don't know. We'll just. Oh, I don't want to put it. This was from the same thing. So how about let's go down here. Oh, you want some hippo fabric? Oh, so yeah, so I do have, that's in my Serengeti Beasties fabric, there are some hippos in there, and that would be in the sale for sure. Oh, I missed that. You were happy in finding, you found straw needles and sew-line glue at your quilt shop. That is awesome, Tamara. Can I talk about your embroidery bundle you shared on email? Oh, yes, so Donna, if you checked out the video today, I will be doing, I wasn't sure, but after your guys' comments, I think I have it figured out a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of rearrange here. I kind of like this weird white blending into each other thing, so I think I might put that there. All right, I'm gonna just sew these on. I think I'm going to, we'll do a zigzag like this, and then stitch up the sides, and we'll just see how that looks. I'm gonna just kind of experiment with this corner, and then we'll move on. But I think I like the green in the middle. I mean, what we could do is kind of take some of our other bits and put it behind here, see kind of what it might look like. But I think in general, I think I'm gonna like the blue. I'll talk about the embroidery bundle in a sec here once I can figure this out. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay here. I might make you guys a little higher for a sec so you can see. So give me a moment here. There we go. Now we can see the whole thing here. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Like a little bit of green in the middle. The other way we could do it is just skip the green altogether and just have teal. I don't know. Do we like just teal better? I mean, that's kind of nice too. Just teal. So here's just teal or a little bit of green. I think it kind of needs a little bit of green. We have green in all these, like a little green popping out here and stuff. I think maybe we need. I think we need the green. Okay, we're gonna keep the green. Oh, Gretchen, it scared you when I dipped my embroidery into the water. Yeah, so I made a video today on hold a sec. I'm gonna go from right to left. I like having my piece in the back and my pieces in the front when I stitch them on. They're easier for me to see and hold. So I always stitch from the right to the left. So I'm gonna do a little zigzag here. I'm gonna go zoop, 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 and then come back. So all right, that's our first piece. we'll get going and then I can chit chat some more. All right, I'm gonna get my straw needle here. It's a straw or a Milner's needle, and it's just I'm using a size 10 needle, which is fairly thin, and I'm bending it a little bit, but oh well, that happens. I'm using a thin needle because it makes smaller holes in the fabric, and it's working well so far. And it's just slightly longer than a normal, just sharp or sewing needle. So it being longer is making it a lot easier for me. So I'm putting together a Penguin and Fish embroidery supplies bundle, and it's an idea that I've had for a while, and something, you know, we don't have many supplies in the shop right now, so it's something I've been thinking about. And you know, we've got some test products of a few things like these cute little scissors. So I wanna have those in the bundle for sure. I have them in all different colors, so you guys will be able to pick what color you want. And then I thought through like all the things you need to really get going with embroidery, and things that I just really love, like tools and supplies that have worked for me in the past and that I really love using for embroidery. And I wanted to put that all together in a bundle, so you have like just what you need. You don't have like, you know, a ton of extra stuff. You just have like all the little bits that I love for getting going with embroidery. Like whether you've embroidered for a while or you're just starting, you know, just having the right stuff. Having the right stuff is important. So yeah, and so in today's video, I just kind of, I asked the question to you guys what you guys would like in an embroidery, Penguin and Fish embroidery supplies bundle, and you guys gave me like really good ideas, and I'm taking that to heart and adding some things to the bundle and adjusting some things. So I think we're gonna have just the right stuff in, and I'm super stoked about it. So I also in that video shared like a little how-to on my 2 most used ways that I transfer designs. And I included the Sulky Stick and Stitch in there, which used to be Sulky Fabricelvi. Same exact thing, it just has a different name now. But anyway, if you want to take a look at that video, it is, I have a link to it below, kind of like in the middle of my post here. And, oh, sorry, I'm totally missing your guys' comments. All right, there, I got it now. Sometimes when I look at a comment and I touch it, then I don't get all the other comments, and then I scroll and then it works again. So sorry, I missed a few comments. If you asked a question, just let me know again. But yeah, so thanks so much for all your stuff. I think your suggestions, I think I almost have it finalized, not quite. So if you still want to comment and let me know what you'd like in the bundle, let me know. I am still looking at comments, and sorry if I haven't responded to all of them yet. I'm frantically looking at all the comments and deciding on what should be in the bundle, and I'm also making a few more videos to share a few more things and to talk more about the bundle. So there will be a pre-order sale coming up, and I'm figuring that out. So I don't have all the supplies. I'll be pre-ordering it. Well, I'll be ordering it after the pre-order, so I know like how many, you know, blue scissors versus purple scissors, sort of thing. But because it's a pre-order sale, it's gonna be like a mega super special deal that's only going to be happening for like a teeny bit of time. So anyway, stay tuned for the next couple days, and I'll be talking a little bit more about that. I am still figuring it out, but by the end of the week, we will do that sale, so keep an eye out. And tomorrow, I have another how-to video coming out with a little tip in there that I think you guys might want to know about, and so keep an eye out for that. And if you are on my email list, you'll get an email about it tomorrow morning. So And then I'll post the video again in Facebook later in the day. But the best way is to get on the newsletter list. And that link should be below too. Yeah, oh man, I'm so excited about getting a friend for Zeb. Oh yeah, you'd be afraid of the glue to release. You know, I'm kind of with you on that Jerry. With the oh man, I still have this cold. If I were to travel with all the paper pieces, I may consider, I would probably consider doing, I just had a, okay. All right, I thought I was doing something wrong there. Good, I'm glad I caught this. This is the next thing. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. That's why, because it's not supposed to go there. Close one. So anyway, if I were traveling with this project, I would probably maybe hand baste it too, because I'd be a little nervous about my glue pieces popping off too, maybe. So I'm kind of in agreement with that. I think it's probably a little bit more secure if you're thread basting. But if you're working on the project and you know you're working on it and you plan to finish it in a certain amount of time, then glue basting's totally fast and easy and really accurate. You get some good accuracy when you put the pieces together. When you glue baste it. And sorry, I'm just having a thought. I'm wondering, maybe instead of zigzagging, although I already have this stitched, but maybe instead of zigzagging, just because I hate having those little, oh, I have a little knot in there. I hate when I stitch these and I have these open spaces that I have to go back to. I'm kind of thinking that I might jump from here to here and then sew this whole bit on and then jump to here and then sew that on, because I hate having those spaces left over. So I think I'm gonna redo this again. I'm chit-chatty tonight in my so I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. But I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. It's been with the weekend and everything. There we go. So now, I'm going to just jump over here as if I'm just starting, and I'm not going to worry about this thread at all. And you know what else I'm not doing? Let's get the clip in there to hold that. Oh, I think I saw someone say that earlier, and I'm like, clip? What do they mean by clip? Totally forgot. And I'm just trying to match up this point a little better. All right. I think we're good. Nope. Alrighty, let's get this corner done. Oh, thanks, Patricia. Yeah, I'm excited about, oh man, I almost pulled my needle out again. I'm excited about getting some of these other colors on here. We're definitely having bulk though now. I mean, this is hanging here. It's bulky and a little bit in the way. It's a little cumbersome with all that bulk, but that just means our piece is getting bigger and closer to being done, which is exciting. All right, tie the little knot there. And I'm just gonna kind of move that little jumped piece out of the way. I'm just gonna push it out of the way and then keep stitching around it. If I catch it here and there, it's not gonna be the end of the world. Oh my God, it's 90 degrees by you. Holy moly. So that's what it was like 2 days ago, and now it had to be like 60 or something today. I have my coat on right now, actually. I went out and I have this kind of light like sweatshirt coat, and I just left it on for the rest of the day. But yeah, I mean, over the weekend I was in shorts and a tank top and was just dying because it was so hot. And then, 2 seconds later, it's cold again. which is the Minnesota way in fall, just all over the place. Kind of never know from one day to the next what it's going to be like until it's cold all the time. Yep, it's fall when it gets crazy weather. Which is fine. However, I prefer that in spring when I know it's going to get warmer and warmer, not colder and colder. Oh, you watched Blair this afternoon, so I caught a little bit of that too. So Blair is the designer for this project. It's her book, which is an amazing book, and she designed this project, and she's doing the stitch along for it. So Blair from Wisecraft, and she did another Facebook video today where she stitched more on her piece, and she's doing some really pretty fussy cutting as for hers. So she's got all these cute little llamas, and in her last video she shared the original from the book, which is pretty cool. Put a clip on the bulk to hold it. Oh, that's interesting. So you've clipped kind of the bulk to hold it out of the way. Oh, I'm gonna try that. Oh, look, it folds up like one of those little like hand, what are those? Those fortune tellers. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? All right, we will just throw a clip on the bottom there. Maybe yeah, that's kind of nice. I think it'll work a little bit. Less stuff flapping around there. I'll have to get another clip out for up here though. That's okay. But yeah, it's neat to see everyone's work for sure. And they're all so different and they're all so pretty. And some of you are getting finished with yours. I'd love to hear what, if you're working on this project, what your plan is to finish it. I think Blair is going to show how to actually frame it and hang it up. So like how to mount it in a frame. I'm going to put it on a pillow, I think. So I'm going to stitch all the way around on a pillow when I'm done. All right, I need another clip for my little mini Wonder Clips bin right here. We'll do a red one. I need another clip now for the pieces that I'm sewing. But there, see what I did there? I jumped up. I sewed this first, and I jumped up to here, sewed down, and now I can continue the line. This one fits into a whole lot of things, so we gotta get it down to this corner next. So I'm gonna fold my. I'm gonna match up this seam over here, and then it's a Y seam, so I do have to squish this a little bit, but that's okay. It's fine to squish your templates a little. Let's hold this in with the clip though. Okay, next edge here. Oh, you're gonna frame yours. Oh, cool, Kathy. I mean, I think it would be beautiful framed. I'm just thinking I need to use up more fabric, so we're gonna put it in a pillow. I think I have a pillow form somewhere here in the house too. I'll have to find that, which would be awesome because then I'm using up even more stuff, which is my whole game right now is like, let's use up all the things. That's why I'm using scraps for this project too. I just want to use up my stuff. Just use it up. It's multiplying. But yeah, so I think I have a pillow form, although I think it may be too small for this project. That's what I need to check. Oh no, Patricia, those Wonder Clips did not come in that tin. I actually got the tin from IKEA, and I made like a little sewing area. Here, I'll show you guys. My little sewing bit over there. So this was from like the Container Store, and our kitchen stuff used to be on it, but all these little guys came from IKEA. I think it's meant for a kitchen, but that's kind of that's next to me here where I store my stuff, and it has a magnet on the back, so I can just clip it onto there. But yeah, so that was a fun IKEA trip. And then we cleaned the kitchen, so I commandeered that other hanging rack. It used to have our all of our kitchen stuff on, hanging from there, like spices and mugs and other things. But then we put up some shelves, so we didn't need it there anymore. So I took it. I took it for crafting, which is what usually happens with everything in the house. Sure, the hubs isn't always wild about that. We don't need to throw it away. I'm going to use it for crafting in some fashion. Some sort of container, some sort of table. All right, we are almost done with this row here. If you have like a dog ear kind of in your way, just fold it out of the way. It means nothing to us. Let's just get it out of there. So you're gonna frame yours too, Susie. I think it's gonna be beautiful framing. I definitely want to watch Blair's video when she shows how to frame it. Because I definitely would look into framing something in the future. But I think this guy's gonna be a pillow. All right, so I'm at that corner, so I'm gonna go through twice again and then do our little knot. To do the knot, I'm just kind of going through a loop again. I think that'll do the job good enough. All right, next up, we will fold it over to this one. Man, this guy's attached to everything. But the teal guy is next, so we'll get this on, and then the next teal, this guy right here, will go next. Oh, did you say her video would be Saturday? I don't remember the schedule. So I do have a link to her blog post in my post here, and she has a schedule in her blog post. Okay, I'm doing something wrong there. Okay, there we go. Oop, I gotta put the clip on too. Now I can clip it down here. So it's a little out of my way. Move those dog ears out of the way. Oh, you think it's for a 20-inch or 24-inch pillow? Yeah, that makes sense because I think this is going to end up being 18 inches or somewhere close to there. So yeah, 20 or 24-inch pillow, that would make sense. Ooh, I am not sure my pillow form that is hiding somewhere in the house here. I am not sure that is that big, so we'll have to see. I may have gone through the paper on this corner, but that's okay. We'll still be able to tear it out. I don't think we're surrounding any of our pieces today though, so I won't get to pop out any of the pieces. It's my favorite part, I think. If I get a great frame, I usually reuse it by changing out, if you have a nice frame, changing out what's in the frame for different seasons. That's a cute idea. Yeah, especially if it's a really interesting frame or a really nice frame or a really good size or in the perfect spot or something. Like a rotating gallery piece. All right, I think my thread is only going to make it to the end of this row, which will be just perfect. Because we'll be able to go around the next teal piece, the 3. You know the material you put on the back to turn it into, oh, a heat resistant trivet. That's interesting. Yeah, there's some sort of, what is it? Like, oh gosh, like Teflon-y something, or it's some sort of thing, like an interface that holds up to heat, like for ironing boards or something. I'm not sure what it's called though, but that'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, this would be a great size to just have on a table and be able to put hot stuff on. All right, done a knot, and I'm just gonna tuck it into the seam allowance a little bit so it's out of my way. And Phil, I need you again. Or you're not Phil, you're Zeb. Okay. I'm gonna remove all of this and see what we got going on here now. All right, we got 2 all the way on here. It's looking cute, I think. And now we just need to get that one in there. Yeah, I think it needs that little itty bitty bit of green. Yeah, just because we do have these other little flecks of green in here. So I think that was good. If your piece is getting a little bubbly or wrinkly, don't worry about it. We'll press the whole thing when we're done and it'll look just perfectly fine. Okay, so one last guy. Oh, we only have to go around 2 guys too. I was thinking I had 3 sides to do, but nope, just 2. That's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna get some more thread here. And I'm using 50 weight thread, but even thinner thread would be cool, but 50 weight. This is what I use in my sewing machine when I can, and it's working good so far. All right, just a teeny bit, just enough to go around those 2 little edges there. Yeah, thermo something. I'm not sure what it is either, Bonnie, but I know I've seen it, and I think my mom has used it for like a lunch bag or something before. I wonder if I might have a little sample of it. I might have to check now. Every once in a while I get little samples of batting, like when I go to quilt fairs and stuff like that. But I'll have to check. All right, I'll leave this unfolded this time, instead of folding it all up with another wonder clip. All right, tie a little knot here. Oh, Insel Bright. Is that what it is? Insel Bright. Such funny names. All right, I'm gonna just snip this so it's out of my way, this little extra teeny bit there. All right. So this part is really what I should fold up. This is the part that's kind of in my way. So when I go like that, yeah, it's still kind of in my way. Now I'm gonna just let it be. There we go. Just gently folding it out of the way. Yeah, so I'll be having a couple more how-to videos this week, but I'm having fun making them, so I definitely would love to continue. So leave a comment or email me or whatever if there's something for sure that you want me to do a video, like a quick how-to video, like, you know, not one of these big long 1 hour things like what we do here, but just like a quick how-to video. Let me know if there's something you want me for sure to do one on, because I'm having fun and I want to do more of them. It's been fun these yesterday making one and making a couple more this week. All right, we are almost to that center point. And I feel like maybe I don't have quite enough thread, but I think we'll be okay. Just have 2 little edges to do. There we go. Oh yeah, this direction is really bulky and it's in my way. Oh, hey Blair! So Blair just popped in here. So Blair is the designer of this project and the author of the book, and just all around awesome. She had her live stream today. All right, getting in that corner there. Here we go. I almost have this trio of, I'm calling it leaves on mine. I turned mine into a flower. Which is just so funny for me because, I don't know, I feel like I haven't done a lot of flowery type stuff. But then, geez, I turned into a flower, and my whole, I used like the most flowery fabric I had for my I Love Home quilt. For the I Love Home block of the month that we're working on. So all of a sudden, I'm doing all these flowery things, which, I don't know, I'm enjoying. Alrighty. Oh, let's scooch that up. I didn't match that up very well. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, last little row for this trio. Maybe we'll prep some of the gray pieces and do that yet tonight. Oh, you ran upstairs to find the name of the heat resistant? It's Insulbright. So it is Insulbright. Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be a neat idea to put some of that on the bottom and turn it into like a little fabric-y trivet. All right. Going down the line here, and that will be that on leaves number side 1. Oh man, can you guys hear all the airplanes? I swear like 12 airplanes have gone over since we started tonight. It is like flight day for sure, man. I don't know. A lot of red eyes going out tonight. We're near the airport here, so we hear a lot of airplanes during the day. Tonight there seems like an extra amount. Yay, trivet! You'll have to share, Linda, when you're done. Share it in, or do the Wisecraft quilts, the hashtag, and that's listed above here, and then put it up in the Penguin and Fish Crafters group. I'd love to see it when you're done. Oh, your dad's in Fort Snelling. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's right by us, Gretchen. That's cool. Man, he's got way more airport noise than we do then. All right, let's get this corner here. Yeah, I think a trivet would be super dang cool. How about using to make a new handbag? Oh, can never have too many bags. You know, I was thinking of doing that. Actually, at first, I was thinking that it would be cool. All right, I'm going to weave this in quick. I'll show you what kind of my original thought was. That I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I need another bag. But I was thinking of doing it as a book cover too. But then I'm like, oh, it's pretty big with the 18 inches. But I was thinking it'd be cool. First of all, let's look at this. Oh yeah, I'm really liking that green. But I thought it'd be cool. You could fold it over like this, and then that, you know, once it's done, you could square it off, and then that could be the handbag, like that. I mean, you know, imagine it done. So then it would be on either side. You'd have the paper piecing. But I thought that would be kind of a neat idea. So if anyone wants to do that, I would see it when it's done. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that for mine, but I really liked that idea. So here it'd be like a little wider. So it'd be about this wide and that tall. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty dang cool. But all right, so here is, how are we doing this? There, like this. This is the top. So that's side 1 right here. Oh, we still have, so what I'd like to do yet, maybe I'll prep these pieces now and then we can kind of take a look at it. But this gets a little guy there, a guy there, and you know, then, you know, if we're just doing like this quadrant here, then it gets a couple squares, you know, and then, you know, we actually just continue with the squares there and there. But why don't we throw some gray on here? I'll prep 2 squares, and I'll prep two two of these pentagons yet tonight, just so we can kind of get a glimpse of what it might look like with the gray. And that's a plan. So I have pentagons here, or chrysanthemums. So these were part of the kit, part of the pattern bundle, but I technically, since I've pulled these out already, I could technically reuse some of the ones that I've already used, and they'll work perfectly fine. So why don't we actually do that with one, just so you guys can see. I do kind of like using the new stuff, but you can reuse these. So I'll reuse this one. And the only way I'm reusing it is because I've already pulled them out. All right, so let's just hole punch these guys quick. Another hole punch right in the middle. Yeah, if anyone does the bag, for sure, post it in the Penguin and Fish Crafters group, because I want to see how that turns out. Oh man, can't pick this one up. There we go. Oh, yours is a bit slower to grow. I don't know, if you're just chilling and watching a movie, it'll be done in no time here. All right, so that goes there, and these go there. So let's pick a few grays. All right, so here are my grays, and I want it to contrast again with that. I mean, some of it's just white too. So let's pick a real gray though. Here we go. Let's start here. That's a good looking gray. And what about two grays? Let's do these two. How about that? We'll start with these pentagons. Okay. So this is pretty wrinkly. I wonder if we can get away without ironing. Nah, there's not really any spot to do that. So let's back to the board here. Let's do it right. Let's give it a little press. That's the problem when working with scraps. You you end up having to deal with all these pieces you have to iron. Yeah, so the papers, Patricia, the papers come in a little package where you can get all the papers together. So yeah, so I didn't cut the papers myself at all. There's a link to it in my post here to the template pieces. But yeah, they come. It's called a kit, but it's really just it's just a little package, and then that's where all of these came from. So yeah, and it's totally worth it. I would do it that way for sure. It's so easy. All right, let's. Oh, I have some sticky stuff on here that I got to make sure that I don't accidentally iron. It's the right and wrong side. Geez, this looks almost the same on both sides. I think this is the wrong side. Okay, let's get this guy in here. How about right like that? That'll do. Get my glue out again. Geez, it's really sticking to that. All right. I think that'll work. Let's trim him out. Again, just a little more than a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I do it really roughly. I don't bother with making it perfect. Yeah, it's so much easier, Patricia, just having the template pieces for sure. All right, let's just, got a little extra funny edge there. Let's just snip that off. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and glue this one right away before doing the other one, just because my space is shrinking here. We'll just see what these two pieces look like, and then I think we'll sew them on tomorrow. So we'll be working on this project this week yet, and then on Monday of next week, which is October already, you can believe that, we'll be working on block 3 of the I Love Home block of the month. So Block 3 of I Love Home Block of the Month is coming out soon, so we'll be needle turn appliquing and embroidering on that project again. Folding this little edge over. All right, here's our first little piece. Let's take a look at him. Ugh, I love it. Okay, and let's get the other one here. Maybe I can tuck it up into one of these little weird wonky edges. Oh, Patricia, it's come with a lot of practice just being able to grab a fabric and make a decision. And it's not so much that I'm getting better at picking fabrics. It's more I'm getting better at just being okay with my choices. Just being like, this is what I'm gonna do, the end. And it's gonna turn out how it's gonna turn out with that decision, and being okay with that versus just like mulling over a decision forever. So it's less that I'm good at making decisions, it's more that I'm just okay with however it turns out. So making faster decisions just to keep working on it. All right, let's glue this guy down too. Yeah, so we'll stitch these guys on first thing tomorrow, and then we'll get those little gray squares next to it. Yep, the good old 80-20, exactly, Deborah. I think about that every day. I think about like the way that I use that. Instead of, I always just think whenever I'm working on a project or even like writing or anything throughout the day, I always think to myself, I only have to make this 80% perfect. So if you struggle with like perfection and it's not allowing you to get anything done because it has to be perfect, or it's hard to finish things because it's not perfect, I just keep saying to myself, it only has to be 80% perfect, and then it allows me to be like, I can start right now. I don't need to struggle over it because it only has to be 80% perfect. I don't have to make it perfect. And it helps me finish things too and make decisions faster because I'm like, I don't have to have it. I don't have to make a perfect 100% perfect decision. I only have to make a decision that's 80% good. So that's been helping me make faster decisions. And you know what? I learned so much more by doing the projects that, those quick decisions are okay. So, okay, here is the gray so far. I'm kind of wondering if it's popping enough, but maybe I don't want it to pop so much. So I'm just trying to kind of think through this. So I have, all of mine is pretty mid-tone. Like I don't have any lights or darks really. Like this would have been maybe nicer if I'm, like if this is like a middle value, like a medium value, and then it probably would have been a little bit more striking, for example, if I did maybe these all really light and then these like dark, then things would pop a little bit more. I kind of have it all at the same kind of level. Like if you squint at it, it probably looks all the same. But, that's okay. I'm kind of playing with color a little bit more than value. Value is like light and dark versus color, which is, orange versus yellow. So I think we're going to just keep going. What I might do to pop it later is when I make the pillow, I might stitch it onto a darker color. Like I have a dark gray solid. I don't think I have any out here, but I think putting a dark gray solid behind the whole thing will make the whole thing pop. It won't necessarily make like the red pop or anything else pop, but the whole piece will pop off of that. And I guess I'm just gonna go on that theory, since this is all kind of blending together as far as value. But I'm liking it so far. I think it'll be perfectly fine. I like the grays. I definitely like these teals. I like how the teal looks next to the orange. So we'll keep pressing away at this. So again, tomorrow we will sew these guys on and probably hit these 2 squares, or 4 squares. 2 will go here and 2 will go here. And then we'll get going on the next quadrant here. So awesome, guys. I'm going to flip you around and we'll call it an evening. Whew, hello again. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm a little higher now because I raised up my my camera a little bit, but here we are. It's getting bigger. Look, love it. It's actually, I think this is the top here. So that's the bottom quadrant there. And then these guys will make it a little bit bigger there. I think it's gonna be nice. I'm excited about it. So yeah, we will keep working on this project for the week. And if we don't finish it, we'll come back to it after we're done with the I Love Home block, just to try and finish it up. And I'm really happy with it. I think it's turning out. I like it. And it's such a fun project. So if you want to get going on the whole English paper piecing, that's what we've been doing here. So I definitely recommend giving it a try. It is easier than it looks. It is just relaxing and fun and a great travel project. So I encourage you guys to give it a try. If you wanted to get the templates or the book, they are in the post here. And I would love if you checked out the video I made today. I did post that above here, and it's in the middle for my 2 most used ways to transfer a design to an embroidery design to fabric, and also a little start to the Penguin and Fish embroidery supplies bundle. So I'd love if you check that out. It's a non-live video. I haven't made one of those in years, so I'm getting into that again, and I'm having a good time doing it. So stay tuned for tomorrow's email. There will be another little how-to video in there, and we'll talk a little bit more about this embroidery supplies bundle. So thanks so much, guys. Have a great evening. See you tomorrow.